joining me again. It's Yetta, and we're talking about real estate. And yet, you're going to think when I introduce the topic, really? Is this real estate related? And I can promise you it is. We're going to talk about essential oils today. It's Yetta Dekker, and I'm here with Roxanne Harris.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us. And what we're going to talk about are the impact of essential oils in your home and in your life, and in fact, how it even increases real estate sales. So don't go away. You'll want to listen to this. And Roxanne, tell me, what do you do? Why essential oils?
Well, for the last 10 years, I've had my own natural healthcare practice where I do a myriad of things from health coaching to nutritional advice, live blood analysis, but helping people engage with their life to get them back on a right path. And so I have a whole alphabet soup after my name.
Yes, you do.
Lots of degrees, lots of diplomas. But I became very fascinated with essential oils from a healthcare perspective. As you know, essential oils have been in the Bible. So they've been around for thousands of years, referenced over 300 times in scriptures alone. And they have health qualities and benefits to them.
And so, in your home even.
And in your home.
The quality and health of your, not just our bodies, our actual homes.
It's true. And so I want to tell you why that is.
Okay.
So we need to understand what are essential oils, because a lot of people know something about them.
Yeah.
And in fact, anything that smells has an essential oil quality, whether it's real or artificial. And so part of the problem is in our world, cleaning supplies, for example, it's usually artificial or synthetic fragrances that have major health concerns associated with them. So what are essential oils and why would we want to use them in our homes versus any of the chemicals that we can walk down an entire grocery store aisle for?
Well, and I know for me, I was probably a little skeptical. Was I? Okay, well, you're going to give me some benefit of the doubt here, right?
I will.
A little. And yet I know that when I even have a detergent in my home, there was a time shortly after I was so sick, I find after I had the health issues with my brain and the swelling and all that stuff, anytime I was exposed to strong scents, it was more bothersome. It would give me headaches and I don't get headaches. Like that's not something I'm plagued with. And yet it would cause me to choke and not be able to breathe and that kind of thing. And I thought, well, it's just, because it was a bad one or it was smoke, like cigarette smoke or something. And then I had a tub of laundry detergent in my home and I did a really silly thing. I left it on top of my washing machine and put an oversized load in because that's the way I do things.
So it started shaking.
And I wasn't in the room.
Uh-oh.
And before I knew it, the thing fell off the washing machine and was in all over the laundry room floor. So we're talking, those big ones because I like big sizes of things. So it was one of those oversized jugs. And it was New Year's time, and I had guests and it smelled. And so I went into the room. I was angry. I was upset. I was frustrated with myself. And I started scooping it up. And as I started scooping it up, I couldn't breathe.
Wow.
I literally couldn't catch my breath. Started hacking and coughing and sputtering and had to leave. And it took a few hours before I regained full breathing health. And I know with the detergents and things, if they're gentle now and they have real, not synthetic fragrance in it, they don't bother me.
Right.
So the contrast, at least my personal experience, and I'm sure you wanted a personal story, but you're going to get one from me anyway.
Absolutely.
Huge difference. And yet I was still skeptical because there's so much talk of great smelling candles and people come into your home and they're sensitive to them and they can't breathe and there's things going on. And I have lots of friends. I've stopped wearing perfume as a rule because I had too many friends that couldn't do it. And then I started not being able to really do it either. And so it's, why is it different?
Well, because essential oils are naturally occurring compounds.
Okay.
Okay. So these naturally occurring compounds are actually volatile aromatic compounds that volatile, that means that they quickly disperse. Okay. So
I was thinking they were violent.
They're violent. They're violently yummy, so many of them. But volatile means that they're very sensitive, right? It's why when you walk past, say, thyme in your garden and you brush upon it, you can smell it for a short while and then it dissipates, right? Because it reacts with the atmosphere and then it loses its structure. So they're volatile aromatic compounds that are naturally occurring in plants and trees, in their leaves, in their stems, in their roots, in the bark, in the gum or the resin of these plants or trees or herbs. And the most marvelous thing about them is that these aromatic compounds are the immune system of the plant.
And I don't even think I knew that. And I've heard Roxanne share this story or pieces of the story many times, but I think I tune out some of it. So if you're tuning anything out, don't, because I think there's some really, well, I know there is, hugely valuable, insightful information, even in the details. Right?
Yes. So, what do we think of when we think of an immune system? For a plant, not getting sick. So for the plant, the immune system is what protects them from pests or environmental threats, diseases, or even injuries. So it's these volatile compounds, these essential oils that help the plant, that are therapeutic aid. And what's more magnificent is that, when God was creating the earth, these plants have native homes. And these plants were created to be able to thrive in their native habitat. So what are the dangers in that habitat, from pests and bugs to the environment to diseases? And so these oils in these plants are there to protect them. And when we extract them and distill them, making them highly concentrated, those same immune benefits are then transferred to whether it's us, our pets, or our homes.
And I've been using these things, these essential oils. I call them things still. However, essential oils. I'll get cleaner with my language. Language matters to me, so I will get more slick, appropriate. And the essential oils, I've been using them personally in my home as well as for myself, and they're making a difference.
Yes, huge difference. People are often shocked and amazed at how quickly they work. And it's simply because we've been so bombarded with the artificial that doesn't work.
Quickly, for sure, or at all.
Or at all, right? Because with the pure therapeutic grade, you have that therapeutic medicinal value and it's immediate, right? So if you have an oil that maybe has been diluted so that the company maybe makes more money, right? Or it's not the right species or not grown in the right area, they don't have the same chemical structure and therefore not the same effect. So people are literally shocked that within moments I can give them an essential oil for a hot flash and within 10 to 15 seconds, done, gone, over.
That's so cool.
We can watch with even pets. Maybe they have an itch for, an allergy or a pest that's bothering them, and we can spray them with certain oils, and immediately they stop itching. Right? Children with their sleep, immediately they're out like a light turned off and down for the night. But they are very, very effective, but only when you're using certified pure therapeutic grade. And it's why when people, for example, I've heard of people using certain candles because they recognize the value of the oil. So like eucalyptus to open the airways. It's not a pure therapeutic grade oil that's in the candle. So yes, it smells like eucalyptus, but you're not going to get the health benefit. And in fact, like you were sharing, Yetta, it's actually going to increase sensitivity within our bodies because of the artificial, the chemicals, the preservatives, and other fragrances, synthetics, and dyes. So we want to actually stay away from the synthetics, whether that's for household cleaning products or for personal use.
Okay, so let's talk about household cleaning, because we know that all of us love to clean. There's few people that love to clean, and I don't understand you if you're one of those people that love to clean. However, I do understand if you love a clean home, because I do like that too. And if you don't love a clean home, there's still some health benefits to it.
Absolutely.
And so in cleaning, how can essential oils make a difference for you is what Roxanne's going to share with us.
Absolutely. And I think, we've all seen pictures in like a home and garden magazine of this beautiful brand new home, glistening hardwood floors, sparkling windows, no furniture, no toys, no dirt. And we're all like, yes, let's just throw everything out and start fresh, right? And to us, that's kind of that model of this clean home.
Yeah.
But one of the challenges that I would give to you is that in our home and what we're doing with cleaning products, we are susceptible to. Your skin is the largest organ in your body, and it's there to protect you. And so if you're using harsh chemicals to wipe counters or even your dishes or the floors, your body can actually absorb those chemicals straight through your skin.
And I hate wearing gloves.
Exactly, right? But how many of you have children or infants or toddlers that whip off those socks just as quickly as they put them on?
All my grandchildren, I find socks in my house all the time.
Absolutely.
And only one of each kind.
Only one.
So I have 7 grandchildren, right? And like 30 pairs of half socks in my house. What's that all about?
It's the sock monster. That's what we call it in our home.
Okay.
But your feet are so porous. We apply essential oils to your feet because it's literally the fastest way to get essential oils and their health benefit into the body. But it's also the fastest way to get pests, diseases, other things, chemicals that we don't want in our bodies. Many pets as well. Pets on their paws have those little fleshy pads, highly sensitive to chemicals. We have so many pets now that have allergies that have developed due to cleaning products, right? And, I was the queen of clean. When I got in the shower, I, sprinkled the Comet and used my feet,
I do that
and my
too.
hands. And so I was literally sucking all of those chemicals into my body. And the thing about essential oils is that they are pure, they are safe, and they're highly effective, and they smell amazing.
And the smell doesn't last long.
And the smell doesn't last long.
No.
There are certain things that you can do. For example, if you wanted to polish maybe some of your antiques or your wooden antique dining table, we can make a beautiful combination with olive oil. Olive oil has a very rich consistency to it, so it leaves a beautiful shine. But with olive oil and wild orange essential oil, smells amazing. The olive oil helps to keep it on the surface a little bit longer so the smell lasts. But the two of them give this amazing shine that actually buffs out scratches as well. So you can make all kinds of very safe and effective cleaners for the home. Anything from the toilet to the sinks, to the floors, to the windows. And so whether you're, just a homeowner looking for good ideas or trying to sell a home, right? Can you imagine, buffing and shining your home with essential oils, and when that potential buyer comes in, they have that wow shock about the shine and the crispness, but also that amazing comforting smell. So when we're looking at some of the oils that we would use in house cleaning, usually they're the citrus oils.
Yeah, I was going to say, let me guess. Lemon,
wild orange, grapefruit, and even lime.
Okay, lime's like one of my favorite gigs. So what can you use lime for?
Lime in particular for scratches on furniture. So lime with a little bit of actually lemon juice and olive oil, and you just rub into the scratch, and it will actually take the scratch right out of the furniture.
Wow.
If it's a deep gouge, you can buff it up, and it actually reduces the appearance of the gouge and kind of allows it to blend in. Wow. But lime as well, because lime smells so fresh and so summery. So like in the hot, humid summer days, if you're trying to sell a home, lime would be a powerful aroma to have in the home because it brings that fresh, happy scent, right? Kind of like that Mexico margarita kind of smell. The citrus oils themselves have mood enhancing qualities to them. So these are the oils that, we do want to use maybe in staging a home, whether it's in cleaning or even in a diffuser going in the background, because the citrus oils make us feel happy. They make us feel good. I remember when I was young, we didn't have a lot of money, but on Christmas, we did the stocking thing, and my parents always put a mandarin orange in the toe. And my dad would buy that box of mandarins, and that was the only box we got because we couldn't afford them and they weren't widely available like they are now. Yeah. But I remember just breaking into that orange and the smell of the orange just being so amazing, right? And people experience that with the lemon and the orange and the lime, and it creates that warm, inviting smell.
It's amazing to me how much we don't recognize it, and yet most of us don't, or I didn't. The smell that changes our entire emotion and evokes a totally different experience from our life. Walk into a home that smells strong, whether it be smoke or pet or any of those things. I've had more clients than not turn around and walk out.
Absolutely.
We can get rid of them smells. It's not that big a deal.
It's true.
And yet it is a complete horrendous turnoff.
And what's amazing with the essential oils, there are oil blends like Purified that you can use to actually eliminate, not cover up or mask pet smells, cigarette smells, but it actually works at where the source is coming from to break down those chemicals so that the smell just leaves.
Wow.
Totally amazing. Even in the bathroom, did you know you can use essential oils for molds and mildews in the bathroom?
No, which one?
Just tea tree and peppermint that you spray along where your mold and mildew is, and it effectively dissolves the mold and mildew. Wow. So it's so many uses.
So, you talked about using essential oils in a bathroom.
Yes.
Okay. Come on. A little bit of oil.
A little bit of oil. And because of the purity of the oils, really only maybe 3 drops, 4 if you want an extra awesome smell. But I even teach classes on how to make things for your home, whether it's various cleaners, your own laundry soap, using the oils that you have, but also things like toilet bombs, where you can even put them in fun shapes and you throw them in your toilet with the oils and it cleans your toilet for you.
I need
totally
that.
Safe.
Will you teach me how?
I will teach you how.
Okay, perfect. And she'll teach you how too. Maybe we can all come to my workshop. No, I'm not having a workshop. I do have a lower level workshop room though, so you never know. Maybe we can convince Roxanne to come and do a cleaning class.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So much fun.
And so furniture, we talked a little bit about getting scratches out and putting a nice shine on it.
Yes.
So that was olive oil with
wild orange.
Wild orange. Wild orange is also an amazing smell. And then for cleaning in bathrooms, what am I using?
Cleaning in bathrooms can be tea tree, peppermint, wild orange, or lemon. Right? So any combination of those oils.
Okay. And what do you mix? Do you always mix them with something? Because then they...
Yes. So you can mix with vinegar and water is the standard. So usually half a cup of vinegar and a cup or 2 of water, and you make your formula. So there's literally a formula for everything. Or you can simply get, we carry the On Guard concentrate, which is an amazing blend of wild orange, cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, and rosemary. These are massive antivirals, antibacterials, antimicrobials, smell super amazing. And that will literally clean any surface in your home.
And you just mix it with water and vinegar?
Just with the On Guard, just with water.
Wow. Okay. So we've talked a little bit about the health benefits because we won't be taking in those nasty toxins in our feet.
Yes.
So a floor. How do we clean our floors?
If it's a hardwood floor, it's a gallon of water with 3 drops of whether it's wild orange or lemon or lime. Sometimes I throw in a bit of tea tree as well for that added antimicrobial effect. And
antimicrobial. What on earth does that mean? Come on, you're not talking my language now.
Germs.
Okay.
Bugs.
Okay.
Anything that we don't
disinfectant.
want. Right. So it's a disinfectant. Tea tree is absolutely amazing, even for lice or mites that animals might bring in, right? Wow. Did you know you could literally spray, you could put it in an old hairspray bottle with, for your kids, a little bit of water, with some essential oil, tea tree, peppermint, a little bit of geranium, and you just spray their hair before they go to school, and that will protect them from bringing home the creepy crawlies.
Really?
Really.
And we've had our bouts years ago with the creepy crawlies, and it is so not fun.
So not fun. But you can literally even, take care of the entire room, their pillows, everything by just spraying with the tea tree.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so on the floor, we obviously have to dry it again if it's a hardwood. So we talked about hardwood with water and any of the citrus, really.
Any of the citrus, that's good enough. Some people like to put a bit of olive oil for that extra shine if it's a high gloss floor. If you're doing linoleum or ceramic, I would also put in about half a cup of vinegar to that.
Okay. Just to cut.
Just to cut kind of the grease and the grime. With the hardwood, the vinegar tends to actually strip the shine. So if it's a high gloss, you do want to avoid the vinegars because you'll notice that your shine diminishes over time.
What about the matte hardwood floors?
The matte hardwood floors is fine. Okay. But, the orange or the lemon, the lime also have that disinfectant quality to them. Okay. And so we don't need to worry about, I don't have that powerful cleaning agent.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
And where else and how else in a home? So we've talked about having it in an infuser. We briefly touched on that.
Yes.
So maybe let's talk about that a little bit more because that's a smell that wafts through. How many square feet will one of those little things?
Depending on the size of your diffuser. So what a diffuser does is you put the essential oil and water in it, and it puts the oil into microparticles that then get streamed throughout the air, carries it, depending on the size of your diffuser, anywhere from 400 to 800 square feet. Wow. Right? So you can put them in bedrooms to protect from coughs or colds, or if one of your children or maybe your spouse has a seasonal thing going on.
With the allergies
with
kind of thing?
Allergies
okay.
Or even with, flu bugs, that kind of thing.
Okay.
You can actually put essential oils that will help them recover quickly. But you can also use it as a mood enhancer or to shift the atmosphere. So maybe there's a lot of grumpy people over the holidays.
No.
Yeah, that happens. They didn't get what they want. The dinner wasn't awesome, whatever it is. But you can use the oils to very quickly shift the atmosphere. So again, that could be depending on what you want. Maybe it's getting close to bedtime and the kids are rambunctious. And we want to put some of the calming, soothing oils.
Which might be lavender.
Lavender is beautiful. There's another one called vetiver from Haiti that's so grounding. And it has this deep, just exotic aroma to it, and combined with lavender is absolutely heavenly. We have blends like Serenity, for example, but it brings and sets the tone and the mood. Maybe you want them to be super excited because you're having a great party happening. And so what you want to do is bring in some of the exciting oils. So those would be your citruses or your spicy oils like cinnamon, right? And so that all depends on what mood you're trying to set. Inviting oils. Right.
That's what we want. So now we're going to pay particular attention to this. I am right here, right now, because inviting oils are going to cause buyers to feel engaged and comfortable in your home. So what are those inviting oils that we're going to want to put in our diffusers before we show a home to somebody or even before an open house?
Exactly. And I think it's really partly going to depend on where your home is situated. So whether it's a country home versus maybe a downtown condo.
Okay.
Right?
So let's talk about that.
Because in a country home, maybe you do want kind of more fresh kind of smells like citrus bliss, which is a combination of tangerines and lemons and oranges, but also vanilla. So it kind of smells like a creamsicle, which is
yes, it does.
really
It smells
amazing.
exactly like a creamsicle. You want to eat the bottle, and you can't. But
yeah, but maybe in a downtown condo that's very sleek, right? You might want to go for some of the oils like a Purified blend that's very clean and crisp and almost has that, uppity nose feel to it, right? Where these oils are very much about my home is clean, right? So there are blends that are actually made for these purposes, and it is actually called Purify, and it gives you that very crisp kind of linen scent. But maybe, just an oil that you absolutely love. Every time you smell it, you drift into dreamland, or you get excited and your brain starts thinking about, amazing dreams and goals that you have. So all of those are possibilities. There are many, many, many essential oils to choose from.
all right. So we're going to want to choose the right one for you when your home is on the market and for day to day. Of course, that's important. So we've got a couple of amazing properties that we are just launching that are going to be the ones you want to own, I think. One of them is on the water in Manotick. Beautiful view right down the river. It's an amazing little bungalow. Well, it's actually not that little. It's an amazing bungalow that has $1 million view, and the home is only $750,000.
Wow.
So that is for Manotick. It's just outside the edge of Manotick. So it's not on a busy road. It's on a nice quiet setback street just off the main road. So you've got the proximity to the ease to get into Manotick, get into the city, get downtown, get wherever you need to get, and you're in your little own haven right there.
Nice.
Which is kind of cool. And lots of big windows overlooking the water, which is quite picturesque. Well, quite incredibly picturesque. And then it also has an in-ground pool as well as a hot tub. So all of the amazing water features that you could possibly want, and in a bungalow style home with a renovated kitchen, lots of nice fresh painting, and just a really easy to live in home. So if you're interested in Manotick, you will definitely want to call me on that one. And then another great property, which is more country setting. It's in Rideau Forest, and again, only $754,000, which in that area, when most of your homes are $1-2 million, it's actually really an affordable price range for that neighborhood. So if you want to be the more affordable spot, which is always a great way to buy real estate in a community, because the bigger houses help drive your price up, which is kind of cool. Great layout, very homey, comfortable, spacious across the back with the kitchen and the eating area and then the family area. So just a incredible location and spot. And then downstairs, we also have extra bedrooms, extra play space. So you will never, and an extra sitting area, couple of fireplaces in the property. So you'll never run out of spaces to hang out.
Cool.
And to smell your great scents. So Roxanne, thank you so much for the education. I learned every time I connect with you. So thank you.
You're very welcome.
So I bet you have too.